Triumph with Time Goes By. This is a CVT guitar lesson for George. George, I think this is your first one, right? Tuning's in standard. Huge fan of Triumph here, man. Rik Emmett. I remember in the 80s, I bought all their albums, man, but I was looking forward to those classical etudes that Mr. Emmett would do. Quite a player, man, and quite a singer and good songwriter. And they're back doing some stuff, man, which is good to see. A lot of pages of tabs. The solo's brilliant. It's like a masterpiece. So, you'll see things in your tabs. I put fingerings where I thought was most important to have them, pretty much through the whole thing, but strum directions, they can be changed, but try them the way I have them first, because I think that's probably how he's strumming it. There's nothing live I could refer to. Usually I'll pull up some live stuff, look for fret placement and string placement if needed, but didn't really need it for this. So section 1 comes in at 17 seconds, and it's open on the top string, string 6. Short rest, hit it again. 3rd fret, pull off to open, and then open E and B. The line with the X in your tab just means to stop the notes. You're cutting off the notes from ringing. So that first little, what I'd call subgroup, is this. Oops, try it again. And then open 2, 3, D, G, B. Basically a D chord here. Hit those 3, rest, hit it again, and then middle 3A, pull off to open, and then hit the chord again. So you can leave this down, you know, just don't go, because then you got, you know, it's going to take time. So just leave that there. And time goes by, as you know. But that, okay. From there, A5, so open A, 2D, just a power chord, to a G, 3, 2, open, open, top 4 strings. If you want to hit more, that's fine. This is what I was hearing. So that's the first part, section 1. Section 2A, we have 2A, 2B, and 2C. It's because they're all kind of tied into the same part. There's just alternate endings on some of them. So it's kind of like the beginning. It sounds like a power chord on this part, though. Open E and 2A. But it's like the first part, right? You'll go. The only difference is I'm hitting it as a power chord. Same thing here on the A5. Actually, this is different, though. Open A, 2D. And you'll, from there, you go from that to 3A, pull off to open, do that twice. So it's up to the 3E. Back to that D chord. I'm not hearing the F sharp in it, so open 2, 3, D, G, and B. You'll hit that, hit it again, 3A, pull off to open, right back to the chord, which is why you want to leave it down. So let's do all of section 2A a little slower. Back to the A5, open 2AD, 3, pull to A, open A twice, to 3E. Here it is up to tempo. Then that leads you into section 2B at 28 seconds. It's another play off of that. Starts the same way. Up to there is all the same. Okay. Then 12A, you'll hear a descending slide into this kind of this Montrose sounding thing. Reminds me of rock candy, but so you'll slide and then fret hand mute. That's the X on your across the strings on your tab lines. Basically the top 4 strings. If you hit 3, it's fine. Not a big deal. Don't overanalyze the little things, but get the open A, 2D, and 2G. So just a power chord with the octave in it. Down, up, and then do that again, leading to that G chord that we did earlier. So if you have to slow it down. Alright, then we have some repeats. Section 2A, I think this is where Rik starts singing, and he's adding palm muting, and he's not adding palm muting except for on the high E and B string. So you'll go, hold on, 2A, hold on. It's palm muted, so that's created right back here on your palm, right in front of the bridge. Don't go too far up. If you move this much too far, it can choke out the muting and make it real tinty. It'll be more mute and not enough note. So I have some lessons on palm muting if you need some extra work on that. Section 2C at 39 seconds. More palm muting. Not hearing the pull off on this one. Or, I'm losing it. So it's palm muting, but the power chord twice. And then open 2AD to 3-2AD, and I'm hearing this is palm muted. Actually, it is palm muted, but go. So down, lift, 3E. Experiment with strumming. I'm gravitating more the more I play this to starting that with an upstroke. Now the notes and the chords you're going to notice are pretty much the same. We'll go to the D, open 2, 3, D, G, B. You'll hit those 3 twice, 3 open A, back to the chord. So, and then page 3, G major, sounds like the 3-string version or the 3-finger version. 3, 2, and 3. 3s are on the outer, and then the 2A. Strum them. Did a full D major with the F sharp in it, 2, 3, 2 open. So, and then you'll hit a series of repeats. If you look at 44 seconds on your tabs, you'll see section 2A, add the palm muting. That's 1 time through. Section 2C, 1 time, no star. In place of that star, it's a slide from 12E to 2A. It's a B suspended chord. You'll go 2, 4, 4, 5, A, D, G, B. I like just going first, 3rd finger barring those on the 4th fret, D and G, pinky 5th fret, B. You'll go root, which is the A string 2nd fret, rest, and then go down, down, up. Leading into section 3 at 55 seconds. So, yeah. Try again. Yeah. That's going to go 3 times. It's a C add 9, 3A, 3B, and 3E. Make sure your middle's not muting the D string. It'll still sound good if it does, but try to get that in there. I'm hearing it. You'll strum, rest, go up, and then palm mute the root, which is a 3A. Bring your index down to 2G, strum, and then lift it up and strum. So it's a down up. It's full D major, our 3rd finger's already there. Strum, rest, up, palm mute the D string twice, and then D, up strum on a G/B. It's 3B and 2A. Here it is slow from the D major. That goes 3 times, that whole part, so it's... And then this. It's an E minor, 2nd fret A and D. Strum all 6. The G major we did earlier. A major, open A, and I like to bar the 2nd fret D, G, and B. Actually, a lot of players do that. You can take your thumb and mute the low E if you want. And then a power chord, open 2, A, D, 3, 5, 5, 7. So A5, C5, and D5. So we got and then clean channel kicks in here, and it's kind of hard to hear because the keyboards are loud in here, but there is some guitar. It's E minor, strum, and he's got a little reverb, and you'll hear some chorus in it, or you may not, but it's in there. C major, 3-2, open 1 open. That's starting on the A string. D major, you know that one. Back to E minor. 3 on the E, pull off to 2. Down, up, 5-3 on the B string. So you have. And it's not dominant. I mean, it's mixed back. 7th position, E minor bar chord. Bar the 7th fret, strings 5 through 1. Go 9D, 9G, and 8B. And on this, he's doing an arpeggio. A, D, G, E, B, G, D. And I'd pick that down, 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 up, 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 up. C major, 8th position bar chord. Bar everything 8, 10, 10, 9, A, D, and G. Strum. Move it up a whole step. That means 2 frets. And then A suspended. You'll go 7, 7, D, G, 5, 5 barred on the B and E. And then resolve that. Get rid of the pinky and put middle finger 6G. So you have. Back to the E minor, but that's picked different. You'll go. So A, E, B, G, D. 10D, 9G, 8 barred on the B and E. Go D, E, B, G, D. Same thing, but move it up a whole step, 2 frets. Back to the E minor, 7th position bar chord. This time he goes. You'll hit the root, 7A, pick the B string, 8th fret, pull off to 7, pick the 9G and the 9D. Okay, from there's still some more clean stuff here. Top of page 4, it's the A suspended again, to the A major, and then C or G suspended, 5, 5, 3, 3. So you got, right? Let's do that again, slower. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to my reverb setting here. Alright, so we're back to distortion. And it's, I think this is Time Goes By, the chorus. Wait, see. So. No. So. It's a different part than what I was thinking. But anyways, it's the E minor. I'm not hearing the high E string, but if you hit it, it's fine. But 7, 9, 9, 8, that's strings 5 through 2. Move that to a C major, 3A, barred 5th fret, D, G, and B. Use your 3rd or your 4th. Fret hand mute, down, top 3 or 4 strings into a D major with an A bass. It's just a D, regular D chord, and you can hit the A with it, but thumb can mute the top. There'll be an up strum, so you'll go rest, up, down, or up, down, up, down. And then palm mute, down, up, 3, 5 on the E to 2A. Once you get to the 2A, after you pick it, we're going to do a B octave. 2A muted D, 4G, down, 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 up. Or 3, 5A in D, down, up, fret hand mute, 5, 7. So it's a C from the B octave to the C5 power chord to the D5 power chord. That goes 3 times. Then we're back to the E minor, C major, fret hand mute, down, D/A, up, down, up, down. Here's the part I was thinking. That's why I was kind of messing up the rhythm there. It'll be. That was stuck in my head, and I was trying to throw that in the other part. So, the octave. 2A, muted D, 4G. Now the angle of this finger, George, is probably already muting the D. If it's not, make sure it is. Palm mute, the first 4. Strum strings 5, 4, and 3. Then lift your palm off and go once, move it up a half step, a whole step, back a whole step, whammy bar. So you have, let's see. then a bunch of repeats. The next new part you're going to come into is right before the solo at 335. You'll go D major to a G, and this G you're just going to go 3B, 3E. We're already on the B, right? So you'll go back and forth. Then come back down to the D, but add the pinky to 3E. It's a D suspended. We're going to go. So pinky, lift the pinky, now it's a D major, lift the middle finger, now it's a D2. So your melody line is over the D chord. And then I think the solo's next. Yeah, no, this part's tough, man, because he's throwing in these natural harmonics. I guess I called this the start of the solo. It basically is natural harmonics, light pressure above the actual fret wire itself. 5th fret E, A, E, then E, A, D. So you have back to the A. So those are all 5s. But he's kind of thinking in 3s. Trip, hold it, trip, 12, B and G. So from that 5A, lost my spot. 7B, 12E, 7B. So that's from there, 5G, 12B to 12, 7B. So it's